Hi, Brian Roth, voice of the Rams. Welcome back. It's another edition of Ram Country Conversations across Colorado State's social media platforms. And well, we always like talking some softball. Why not? And we're going to do that today with Haley Donaldson. She's a senior from Fort Collins, prepped at Fossil Ridge, and kind of took a roundabout way getting to Fort Collins, but she made it here, back to Fort Collins, I should say. She made it to CSU after starting her career at Nebraska. Haley, good to see you. You got your back in the diamond right now. Does it feel like things are kind of getting back to normal?
Yes, I would definitely say things are getting back to normal. We're practicing, we're hitting, we're doing defense, we're doing some team stuff. So it's really good to be back.
You're a player who was in the middle of her season. In fact, the whole team was last year. Of course, softball is a spring sport. 23 games into last spring, and then all of a sudden, just like that, it went away. And of course, life stopped for everybody with the pandemic. But what was that like to be 20 plus games into the season and all of a sudden it just stops?
It was crazy because we went through a preseason. We went to Texas, then Fullerton, and then we got to go to Puerto Vallarta. So we were on this great kind of ride. And then all of a sudden, right before going into San Diego, we were going to play San Diego State for the first weekend of conference. NCAA just shut down and they told us we were no longer going to play. And I think it was kind of a time that we all kind of froze and we were like, is this real? Are we really not going to pursue this great season that we were starting to have? It was just kind of a weird adjustment,
Yeah, and of course, you guys are coming off a 2019 season that saw you win 39 games. You went to the NCAA tournament. So I know you guys had high hopes for last spring, and obviously that season didn't get completed. So the NCAA announced, though, that the players from last spring, they have a shortened season, but the shortened season didn't count against your eligibility, and you were a senior. So that means you got to come back here this year for, I guess, a quote-unquote second senior year. You didn't have to, obviously, but was that an easy decision, and how cool is that you get 2 senior years?
I mean, it was awesome. It was kind of a blessing in disguise for me because I kind of was at a intersection, like a roadblock with my life of what I really wanted to do. And so coming back this year, I've been able to further my education and go ahead and get my master's on top of getting to play a full season, because I don't think any senior wants to just end on a Wednesday morning. NCAA says COVID is here, you're no longer going to play. And that's just not how me and the other seniors wanted to end our career at CSU.
All right, so I talked to Fisher earlier this week, and she was telling me about some new technology that you guys have available to you. So tell me a little bit about the Diamond Kinetics swing tracker and how you as a hitter are using that as a tool.
It's incredible. It's a little sensor and goes on the bottom of our bat, and it accounts for when we're doing tee, when we're doing front toss, and also live hitting. And it just gives us some hard data and hard statistics, such as like our batting angle, our angle of attack, our bat speed, our trajectory. So it just gives a lot of cool kind of scientific information about our swing that you wouldn't be able to get if you were just looking at our swing.
All right, a couple final questions before I let you go. Kind of give us an idea of what this team's going to look like here in the spring. What will the Rams bring out to the diamond?
I would say we're a team full of grit. We're a team full of hard work. No matter what has been thrown at us, we're ready to go. We're very adaptable to whatever's thrown our way.
All right, final thought. You have a great lineage when it comes to family and athletes. Your dad, I know, has ties to CSU. I believe an uncle played in the NFL. Tell us a little bit about your family and kind of the athletic background that you come from.
I mean, my dad went to CSU, played a little bit of football there. So we just have tremendous CSU pride. Growing up, I kind of went to CSU and or CSU football games. So I kind of was just in that atmosphere my whole life. So I'm very blessed to be an athlete and play for CSU.
All right. Haley, great to have you back for another year. And we're really looking forward to seeing you guys on the diamond coming up here this spring. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, that's the starting shortstop for the Colorado State Rams, Haley Donaldson, and that'll do it for another edition of Ram Country Conversations.